Hello guys, so in today's video I'll show you why you should use wide stop losses on your trading. Okay, so I'll just be looking at a trade or a couple of trades and show you the reasons. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so we open here a trade of USD JPY. So generally the market will always go according to structure, whatever structure you're following, whatever method you're following. But the reason I wanted to do this video is because some people may know how to trade, but they keep getting stopped out or they're not profitable. So this video should actually help you, as I said. So I'll just identify my levels for this trade. So I'll put like a few support and resistance. If you haven't seen or you don't know how to do support and resistance, check out my video. I'll put it on this video just above this video. There's going to be a link to go watch that video. So if you haven't read it, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Okay, so suppose we have this market. So the market moves in this specific structure for this one. So we have our support resistance and our support resistance as it goes down. Alright, so the market will usually follow a certain amount of structure. So you as a trader is to make sure you capitalize on any direction it goes to. So for instance, if you're trading support and resistance and you're selling here, you're always going to look at selling on our resistance. It's a simple method that anyone can do, right? So look at sells all the way to our next support. Or if you'd like, I'll sell over there. Alright, so these ones are showing where I'm taking my profits. So I'll do the yellow to show where I put my stop losses. So my stop loss, I'll put it here. Okay, we'll talk about why I do this in a second. Okay, so my stop loss for there, and then for here my stop loss would be also in the previous support. And then my take profit is this blue one right to the bottom. As you can see, our TP, this blue one, and the stop loss is about the same. As I said, I'll tell you why I do this, just a sec. And then here again, my TP is to here. If we entered here, and my stop loss is goes to my previous resistance. So it came back, so make sure it goes back to where it was. Here I'd put it over there, but that means this has to also be similar distance. Okay, so let me do a small stop loss. Okay, suppose this was my stop loss. This would have really worked out. Wow, right? So you would have sold here and made money, right? And it wouldn't have gone to your stop loss. Same as this one. So generally on a healthy trend, it wouldn't go to your stop loss. Okay, but the reason I never use this one is because the market is usually very volatile. So in the long term, you're going to end up losing if you just follow, if you're doing this small resistance, unless you're really good, all right, like have skills like me with other strategies that I use. But like, for example, with many strategies, you end up, it's better to have a higher stop loss. It doesn't have to be a stop loss that is the same length or same amount as your TP, but slightly bigger than this. Okay, the reason is because the market makers love to do this. So here's the market moving down, so you're gonna look at this. So it's moving down, it's doing this. So we have our support and resistance, higher, lower high and lower lows. So it's moving down. Okay, lower low and lower highs, lower low and lower highs, as you can see here. So these are called lower high as it goes there. And then the reverse will happen, well, lower low, lower lows, this one. So what the market makers or the market likes to do, sometimes the lower high can actually do this and go stop you out on your previous level before going down. This actually happens more often than not, because why? The market is not perfect. So we'll look at a few examples. So by you doing this, increasing your stop losses, it means you're gonna end up winning more than someone who does this. Okay, so we'll look at a few examples of what happens. Let's just go back. Okay, here's a trending market. So if we look at this one, I'll just start this all over again. Came here, it sat, it went up to that level, came down again, and then it formed, let's say this one too. It formed this before it went up, and then it formed this, and then it formed this, and then it formed this. Okay, so as you go, I'll plot out in this case we call it higher highs and higher lows. So it have this as our higher high. So this is, we call it higher high as it goes up. This is just a lingo of trading. And this is your higher low. Okay, and comes back down, should come here. Okay, yeah, okay. So as you can see, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. So in the short term, if obviously you're doing this method, this would have worked out here if we look at this, and probably this. But the problem always comes, you can't, for example, hold your trades because you have a stop loss that is small, right? So it can really take you out. So if you look at this one here, suppose I did a buy on this and then I was buying here and then aiming. Okay, stop loss would be here because it took you out. And then you're aiming for that. So as you can see, you would have started making money around here or wherever you saw this move. So remember, it's not like you're going to start making money here unless you already know when the market is changing. I know, obviously I'm a professional trader and I have a lot of experience, but for someone who doesn't know, they don't know when it's changing. So they can't capitalize on this. So as normal, someone who doesn't know, that's why I say it's good to have a long stop loss. So I'll put my stop loss on the previous here. Okay, I wouldn't put it just below here. Same with this. For example, for this, I'm aiming for that. So my stop loss would be, in my case, it'd be here. See, as it goes to the side, I'm still capable of making money. Alright, let's see if it's going to my direction. Okay, I'll still add because it hasn't shown that it's changing direction. I'll probably add, yeah. Once I see a bounce, do the same thing over here. Stop loss. Yep, so I have, you see where it goes. Okay, voila, we made double the amount of money. Even here I would have still added. But you see, if you did a small stop loss, this move here wouldn't have caught. Whereas someone like me, I would have caught this one literally all of them. Okay? That's what I would have done. This is the reason why I recommend having a bigger stop loss. Okay, I'll give you the reasons. Okay, so what I'll do in this case, as I say, long-term moves, we can capture long-term moves as I showed here. So if you can see here, these are long-term moves. I keep making money the more the market is moving up. There's no end to it. So that's basically one of the second reason is the news really affect you. So for example, this was probably the news. So it helps you eliminate the impact of news, because you know long term you're making money as long as the market is trending. Of course, when it's changing direction, then you can make money too. Okay, the third reason is that you have less stress. As I said, it's related to the news. So if you're swinging, for example, you're working, this is H1, I would literally just wait a few days, even a week or two, because I'm not stressing, so it becomes easier to trade. Trust me, this, as I said before in my previous video, to become a full-time trader, I recommend swing trading. You can still scalp these once in a while using small stop losses, but for me, recommendation, use bigger stop losses. Market manipulation proof this way of trading. Why? I say sometimes the market makers or just the market will just try to take people out before they go up. But if you have a bigger stop loss, you know that, okay, in the event of slippage or anything, you are less likely to be affected. Of course, there's also cons, like you have to wait for longer for your profits and all, but it's just a safe way to trade, and it's going to make you a professional trader. You're going to be able to make money easily, not chasing the tail the whole time. So guys, I hope this video is helpful. These are the 4 reasons why I recommend having a bigger stop loss on your trading. Try it out and tell me if it worked for you, and like if this video helped you. And I'd like to hear any of your comments if you've actually used this before and if it worked for you, and if you haven't used it, why, and all that. And also guys, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe in this video, as I'll bring in more tips and ways to make money becoming a professional trader. Let's go.